and welcome back to Bookish Theories. In today's video, I would like to talk about Stray Kids' newest single Double Knot, focusing on a little breakdown and analysis of both the lyrics and the music video. Double Knot is a song that deals with the themes of freedom and self-empowerment. In the lyrics, the members contextualize the simple action of tying their shoes with a double knot into a narrative that describes their desire to break free from the constrictions of society and take control over whatever direction they take in life. This imagery was already foreshadowed in the Chronosaurus music video, where they also found the key they used in the elevator side effects teaser to access the Yellow Woods, which is a place they got stuck in after losing the key. In Double Knot, Stray Kids continue this story by showing us the aftermath of what happened then. Now, Stray Kids' storyline is quite complex because if on the one hand it deals with the metaphorical inner journey that is centered around them understanding who they are in relation to the world that surrounds them, on the other the story is set in a dystopic maze-like reality the boys are trying to escape. Since their universe is comprised of different dimensions that overlap with each other, the boys' journey to freedom is causing a series of glitches that are escalating as the story progresses. In side effects, it was quite obvious that their attempts at escaping the maze implied dangerous consequences that affected them personally, and in Double Knot, this idea is further developed in both the lyrics and the music video. At the beginning, Han opens by saying that he's shaking off the confused worries in his head because the direction he's taking doesn't matter anymore. These lines are immediately very interesting because they perfectly continue the narrative already presented in Side Effects. In that song, the boys explore the theme of confusion in relation to uncontrollable change, and the lyrics heavily relied on imagery that recalls Han's lines. In Side Effects, the world was changing around them and they were changing with it. Their head hurt, their vision was blurry, and the song offered no resolution to their suffering. In Double Knot, however, the solution is here. After enduring the side effects of change, the boys are now embracing it by freeing themselves from their worries. As we'll see in a second, this could have both positive and negative connotations, but for now, the feeling they are expressing is very liberating because their mindset is changing. Since they don't care anymore, they have become active agents of their life. They have become the directors of their personal masterpiece and they will lead it in whatever direction they want. In a sense, this idea was already foreshadowed in My Pace. In that song, they overcame jealousy and envy by expressing their resolution to lead their life without comparing themselves to others. And in Double Knot, they doubled down on this idea by expressing a desire for rebellion in connection to the standards dictated by society. When it comes to the storyline, these themes are conveyed in what seems like an episode of passage between Side Effects and Astronaut, which is the title of their next single shown in this shot here. The word astronaut is also associated with the words take off, which appear twice in the video, and this could possibly foreshadow the title track of Clay Levanter, thus already connecting their future songs in their current storyline. In the video we see 9 keys on a table, but the shot is in black and white, which could possibly mean that it's a flashback. I say this because in Chronosaurus the black and white is very dominant, and the song was about being afraid of time and the changes it brings. In the past, maybe they had the 9 keys they needed, but in Side Effects they lost one, which proves their fear correct. In Double Knot, however, Yoonjin finds another key which they later use to open a door. Here things get interesting because judging by the way the scene is shot, it looks like 2 different versions of Stray Kids are on the opposite ends of the door. This is very interesting and also very confusing. On a general level, it seems like the realities the boys visit are located in vertical order, which is why they use the elevator to go up and down. The lower they go, the worse it gets, but there's also the double moon to take into account, which implies that the different dimensions are not just one on top of the other, but also one next to the other. This makes sense in the context of the maze imagery they use to define their fictional universe, but it also makes it more difficult for us to understand what's going on. So let's take a step back and try to make sense of all of this. In the Side Effects teaser and MV, we see them descending into Yellow Wood, which is a dimension located further down the dystopia we were shown in Miro. So despite the initially joyful atmosphere, we get the sense that it's not gonna be a pleasant stay. In the teaser, we see 2 alternative outcomes of the same event. One group of Stray Kids boards the bus and continues the journey without problems, but the Stray Kids we follow in Side Effects continue the journey on their own, and while they travel, the side effects of their stay start affecting them. them. These visuals possibly foreshadow the idea that the very environment they are visiting is toxic in some way. And if I'm correct, then Double Knot shows the consequences of this toxicity. While the lyrics focus on rebellion in relation to their environment, the underlying feeling of carelessness in regards of what direction they take also implies a sense of disorder. Since nobody controls them, they can do whatever they want. But if they don't care about anything, then the choice they make can be dangerous. If we connect this back to the side effects teaser, then we have a good example of the butterfly effect. That is the idea that even the most insignificant choice can lead to huge consequences. The choice of not taking the bus led them to where they are now. But somewhere under the other moon, another version of Stray Kids exists, and they are those on the other side of the door. This would also make sense in the light of the glitches and in connection to this scene in Double Knot, when we see the members duplicating as they move. This scene visually represents the idea that every choice you make creates a different version of you based on your choices. And I think that Double Knot is showing the endless possibilities their newly found freedom is granting them. As I said earlier, however, this freedom could be positive and could be negative, because if the yellow wood is toxic, that means that whether they like it or not, the environment affects them. The only difference is that now they don't care, and this could be a problem in the future. The very last shot is very interesting, I think, because while one side tries to open the door, the choreography shows the yellow version posing resistance imitating the Double Knot gesture. This could confirm that this careless freedom is not entirely positive, because by freeing themselves while under the effects of yellow wood, they could also free parts of themselves they are not gonna like. So that's it for me today. What did you think of Double Knot? I was thinking about doing a bigger explanation video about the Stray Kids storyline. So if that's something you would like to see, let me know in the comments down below. In the meantime, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please think about liking and subscribing. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye!